and I can do it.
Total. It's the only leading cereal that's an excellent source of calcium, even before adding milk. In fact, Total has more calcium than the milk itself. No other leading cereal comes close. Simple, low-fat, delicious. So good, you can feel it in your bones. Total Raisin Bran, Total Corn Flakes. One bowl, one great source of calcium.
Now your local forecast on the Weather Channel.
A cold front is slipping south, but don't look for it to make a real dent in excessive heat across the region. We'll tell you who's under a heat advisory at this hour. Good afternoon. Welcome to Weather Center, sponsored by Cadillac. I'm Dan Atkinson.
And I'm Janetta Jones. Boston will soon see some showers moving in from a system that's making it a wet day across the Northeast. Philadelphia commuters found getting around took a little longer this morning. Moderate rain rolled on into the end of rush hour. Feed some, but if we have to go anywhere today, it looks like it's going to affect our driving time. If you aren't finished with the precipitation just yet, look for showers to continue through the afternoon. And as we check out the rain showers, though, boy, they're still prevalent in many locales, including Wyoming County in western New York, where a state of emergency has been declared for unnecessary travel. Please don't do it. There have been numerous reports of flooding throughout the county. Livingston County also in New York looking at a flood warning. In parts of Pennsylvania, we've had reports of some of the roadways having to be closed due to the heavy rainfall and the flooding that's been taking place. Notice that some of the heavier rainfall is now moving offshore, so that's great news. Unfortunately, we still have our low hanging back here to the west, and so more showers and thunder showers are indeed possible. So we got rid of our first round of heavy rain, and boy, was that a nightmare with rush hour traffic and everything. Well, now it looks like we're getting a bit of a break, but the rest of the rain is going to be moving on in. D.C. looking all right, so is Philly. New York City, you are pretty much socked in, and the rain is socking you in from around the Hamptons on southward towards the Jersey Shore. A few breaks in the action as you get on down into the boardwalk there in Atlantic City, New Jersey. Here's our low hanging back to the west, as you can see, and the rain showers out ahead of it. Now, you folks in the upper Midwest are actually looking pretty good. 70s in Detroit. Some cooler temperatures, obviously, with the cloud cover and the rain. So not the best of vacation days, not the best of days at all when you consider that, well, it's summertime. It's supposed to be nice outside. Hey, you know what? It is nice in Minneapolis and Chicago and Green Bay. Can't argue with 70-degree stuff and high pressure in control. Not a whole lot of rain in sight, so that's great news for you as well. My advice to you is to enjoy while you can, because the heat is going to be building up in this particular region over the next few days. So you're going to be wishing for a day like this come Saturday or Sunday, something like that. So basically, we have high pressure building in behind our front. Beautiful weather conditions here. Not so beautiful in the Northeast, but that too will be changing. We'll talk about that in our forecast. Now with a look at the rest of the country, here's Dan.
And thanks a lot, Janetta. Excessive heat advisories are in effect through tomorrow for a large portion of Texas and parts of Missouri, Arkansas, and Tennessee. The combination of heat and humidity could have the stressful feel of temperatures as high as 115 degrees. Here's a look at the south, where high pressure continues to dominate, and unfortunately it's not allowing the intrusion of any new and cooler air mass. As a result, you continue to have the sweltering heat across the south, and heat indices climbing, in fact, already to 106 in the Birmingham area. Now, we talk about how the heat index is a measure of how the hot weather feels to us, but even more importantly, it's a measure of how dangerous the conditions are, because it indicates how difficult it is for our bodies to cool off through the natural perspiration process when there's a lot of humidity in the atmosphere, of course, and that means that your body simply can't get rid of the heat, and it can build up to dangerous levels. Getting some cooling relief, though, across Tennessee, with a trough dropping down through the Tennessee Valley, and that resulting in widespread light rain, occasionally some moderate showers, even some thunderstorms passing now from Interstate 40 on toward the southeast to the southwest of Nashville. Knoxville's gotten a little bit of rain, Crossville, Tennessee. Things are drying out for you in the Nashville area, though, but later on this afternoon we could see possibly some thunderstorms across northern portions of Alabama and Georgia. Probably not widespread, but you could perhaps get some beneficial rains at places like Birmingham and Atlanta. Across the state of Florida, where you had some substantial rain yesterday, for example, in Tampa, even now you're getting some occasional light rain. And the rain so far in Florida hasn't been enough to douse all of the flames. As we see, the rain has not had a chance to bring drought conditions to an end in many areas. Thousands of firefighters are still working fire lines across the state. The soil and brush are so dry, the risk of a flare-up remains very high, and storms that could bring rain, of course, could easily start new fires from lightning. Well, we do have some showers in store for you across Florida today, but there's a better chance for them to be over southern portions of the state. Over the northern portion of the state, look out for still very warm and dry conditions, and there are wildfires burning places like north of Panama City, where you're 90 degrees now. It's 92 in Birmingham, 90 in Dallas. And temperatures in the west include 91 degrees in Las Vegas, 78 degrees in Salt Lake City, 56 in Seattle. Much of the west is dry for now, but with the monsoonal moisture available, look out for the heat of the day to fire up some more scattered showers and thunderstorms, particularly here in the Four Corners region. Let's check on the forecast with Janetta.
All right, we are anticipating an increase in the showers and thunder showers in places like, well, the southwest later this afternoon, and we could even see severe weather flaring up right in this particular region. Good morning. It's time now for Storm Watch, which is sponsored by NASA.
You need to take all the opportunities you can get, dear. Unlike some people I can mention, I'm quite happily married, thank you.